Planchette may sound like a racy French undergarment, but it's just the name of the little wooden pointer dealie used with a Ouija board. The name means little plank. Let's make a bunch of them so we always have spares. First, I made a template and marked out a bunch of planchettes on an old pine shelf. I also marked the positions of the little viewing window dealies. Not all planchettes have these, and they are not essential. You can leave them out entirely, or just use the hole with no glass in it. I routed a shallow cavity, just large enough for my glass windows to sit in. This can be flat glass or plastic, it doesn't need to magnify anything. I drilled another hole, slightly smaller than the glass, all the way through the planchette. This creates a little edge upon which the glass can sit. I used a round-over bit to tidy the edge of the hole on the underside and to aid visibility. Then I tidied the edges of the planchette on a disc sander. For the feet I'm using 10mm acrylic balls since they won't scratch the board. Many planchettes don't even have feet, so you can forget them if you want. Since the balls are 10mm in diameter, I drilled the holes deeper than necessary and used a pair of 5mm drill bits to ensure they were all set at the correct depth. If you use 3 feet, this isn't crucial, but if you use more than 3, you'll need to make sure they all contact the surface of the board at the same time to prevent the planchette from rocking. For color, I made a DIY wood stain. The first step is to soak the wood in tea or coffee. Coffee is on the left, tea in the middle, and the untreated wood is on the right. Meanwhile, we take some vinegar and dissolve some steel wool in it. Normal steel wool is usually oiled, so you need to either remove the oil or just use a pad like this, which most people should have at home, and rinse all the soap out of it. Put it in the vinegar and leave it at least 24 hours or as long as you want. This is then painted onto the wood and begins to react with the tannin in the wood. Tea and coffee also contain a lot of tannin. Leave it to react, reapplying if necessary, until you're happy with the color. Here, tea is on the left, coffee in the middle, and the one on the right I stained with a commercial wood stain. Once the glass window is in place, the planchette is ready. In a future video, I'll make a more natural looking planchette out of a nice piece of yew and a planchette with built-in lighting so that it can be used with no other light source. Isn't that cool?